everyone, I am very excited because I have received this gift in the post from Claire. Thank you, Claire, for sending them. Now these are Posca pencils. Now I have a couple of Posca pencils, but I have to admit I haven't used them much because the colours I have don't really match each other, and they just don't get, because I sort of don't mix up sets all the time. I haven't really used them. Also, they aren't my favourite colours. I had a couple for some complicated reason, but anyway, I've always been excited to try and use, you know, have a go with the full set. There are 36 pencils in this one. I think this is the full set. Now they come in this is a plasticky case, and we have tells us a little bit on the back, so I thought I'd read that first before I opened it up. Soft and smooth writing experience, bright colours, easy colour blending, delivers an oil paint effect by blending the drawing line with an oil medium, light resistance, and it tells us what the colours are there, which we won't look at now. So we sort of open this plastic case and pull out this one. So it says Mitsubishi Pencil Company. This is a sort of plastic top, and this is like, I'm trying to work out how I get in. Oh, I see. Oh, that just pulls off. Okay, it's got the lines on from the, that's interesting. Okay, do they just pull off like this? Yeah, they do. Okay, so we have 3 layers. There's 36. Let's just bring them in. Sorry, my light is glaring, but I had to shut the blind because it's so bright. Now I will look on the back of the here to tell you what the colours are. So we have white, ivory, lemon yellow, yellow, bright yellow, orange, vermilion, red, dark red, coral pink, light pink, and lilac. And then we have, I'm assuming it's this one, mauve, fuchsia, navy blue, Prussian blue, blue, light blue, blue green, emerald green, fresh green, green, green tea, khaki green, dark olive, pine green, light orange, strange, light ochre, ochre, ash brown, brown, dark brown, light grey, grey, dark grey, black. Okay, so let's have a look at one of the pencils to start with. Try and stop that glare, that's a bit better. So we have a black barrel mainly with a dipped end. Says Uni Posca pencil, and we have, interestingly, white underneath the black paper. So Uni Posca pencil, Mitsubishi Pencil Company. Nothing here, but on the base is a number. I don't know whether you can see that. It's quite faint. It's not. It says number 1, which is our colour. I'm just going to check this one. Yeah. So on the base are the numbers, which are the colour. It's quite good having it right on there, because however low you sharpen it, you'll always be able to see that. But it hasn't got the name on the actual barrel. And you can see they're quite thick cores, I think. You can see they're like that. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to try them all out. I'm going to keep my list here so I know what's what. And I found a picture which I thought would be quite fun for the time of year. I'm just going to move them aside for a moment. So I found this picture, which is in the Colouring Heaven Halloween special. We've got these Day of the Dead skulls. I know it's not a picture that everyone's gonna like, but I thought it would be a good one to try out pencils. It's seasonal, and I think it's quite fun. I don't like scary Halloween, and for me this isn't scary. Might be for you, I don't know, I hope it isn't. So we have the white pencil. Now, I don't usually try out whites very well, but what I'm going to do is try it out on one of the black areas of this page just to see if it writes. It may, I haven't got very high expectations, I have to say. Let's put a little line of it around here. Oh my, look at that. That most certainly writes. There we go. I don't know how well you can see. Coming a bit closer. There you are. Can you see the line that I drew around there? It's like chalk on a chalkboard, isn't it? blackboard, as we would call them. Right, so that's the white. Now the ivory is our next one. Just checking my list. So here is the ivory. It actually looks rather pretty. I'm going to do a little bit on the actual skull itself. Thinking, you know, I might like to colour these in an ivory shade. For me that's cream, not ivory, but that's no worries. And look, when I colour over the black, look how it really layers on top. You see that? I'm going to sharpen it because I need it sharper, and I just want to see how this is just my normal very worn scruffy Stedler Norris sharpener. Okay. I haven't sharpened it to a really fine point. I just sharpened it enough. But I'm sure it's very, very smooth. There's a tiny, tiny hint of stickiness when I press hard, but not as much as I get with a Prisma or a Derwent Lightfast. It's very smooth though. For me it feels like it'd be better if you layer it up rather than push it right down, but that's how I tend to try and colour anyway. I say try. No. So there's our ivory. I'm not going to finish that. I'm just going to do that. You can see how it isn't white, I think. Now, our next colour is the lemon yellow. Here it is. I want to show you the name, but it isn't on there, so I can't. My brain is... Anyway, what should we do in lemon yellow? I'm just trying to put my... let's go around the edge of there. It's quite vibrant. I quite like that. Sometimes a lemon... Oh, excuse me, I've got hiccups. I just had a little chocolate button before I started. That's obviously a mistake. Sometimes a lemon yellow can be a little dull. Here is our yellow. I'm just going to check. That is, yeah, the printing on the ends is quite faint. I can't even make, sorry, blurred. I can't even get you to see it. But I think it's because it's in white and it doesn't really show up on the yellow pencil. But it's near enough for me to see. This is very much, for me, a more orangey yellow. Really pretty. I like that shade of yellow a lot. Whoops. And this is bright yellow, I think. Yeah, number 3, bright yellow. To me, it's quite orangey, but that's fine. Oh, I forgot one. We can do that. That's orange. Look at that. That's orange. Anyway, it doesn't matter, does it? Now, yeah, I think I got that. No, this is number 4, which is orange. What should we do? Should we do one of the flowers in orange? This one. Looks quite red. I don't know if I got muddled, but I don't think I have. It doesn't really matter because names... I'm going to sharpen that. It's a bit messy. What I'm going to try and do is layer it up a little bit near the centre so we can see whether we can get a more intense colour by layering, because it goes down quite bright and thick anyway. Wow, that it's so vibrant. Look at that, so vibrant. And I'm hardly layering, but I'm finding it a struggle to make it lighter. So I'm going to try and layer that hard there, and then really make an effort to reduce. Yeah, there, look, it's lighter on the tip. But I am going to put it down quite dark because I think it will work well in this particular picture to have a really vibrant flower. Look at that, bright. Now our next colour, I think must be the red. 16. No, this is the vermilion. Should we do this one? Wow, look at that. When you thought it couldn't get more vibrant, it does. I'm just going to sharpen it. These are sharpening quite well. As I said, I'm not sharpening them really sharp, but just getting a point on them so that I can, I'm not so clumsy, if that makes sense. So vibrant. Okay, now the next colour we have is the, I keep looking in the wrong place, 15. This is the red. I feel like I want to do the eyes with the red one. That actually doesn't feel like it's quite as dark as the other red. It's really similar. I will be putting together a swatch sheet for these. I'm sure actually by the time the video goes out there will be a link to it in the description, because I'm sure I will produce one quite soon, because I want to have a look. Yeah, it is slightly darker red than that one, but having the colours next to each other makes it a little easier. I'm sure you agree. And by the way, if you have pencil sets that I haven't made swatches for, I do have some general swatch sheets where you can print them out and write in your own things. You may do that yourself anyway, but just I had a request from someone to do it, so I did, because I know some people just don't have Excel or don't quite know how to do it, which is absolutely fair. I've had a lot of training in Excel, having studied it at university and then used it pretty much ever since. So, you know, I'm fortunate there, and obviously not everybody has, or might not even have Excel. It's an expensive piece of software, to be honest. So, yeah, so I thought I would, I'd release those. Someone asked me to, actually, and I thought it was a really good idea. So if you've got a set of pencils that I haven't reviewed or used or done a swatch chart for, because obviously I don't own all the pencils in the world, you can use the sort of blank ones. I can't remember how much I did them for. I think I did them 120, maybe 75, maybe 36.24. I can't remember now. But if there's any you want I don't have, you just ask me and I will see what I can do. I don't mind making the old swatch charts. It can be quite a nice thing to do when I want to be with my family, rather than in here making videos away from them. There's no one here today. This is number 14, which is the dark red. I'm going to use it for these little bits in between. It looks to me like a sort of russet brown type, Indian red type colour, but we'll see what it looks like on the paper. Yeah, like a slightly brownish tinge to it. Yes, so I can make any ones that you want. The only thing is, you know, if you say I want one for X set, I can't do it if I don't know the names of the pencils in the set. And I can't put them in order, because I like to order them in my way, which might not be what you like anyway. But, you know. Here we have number 66, which is the coral pink. It's a really pretty colour, I think. It reminds me of the blush pinks that we sometimes get in sets. Now, I'm feeling that we've got a lot of strong colours going on here, so maybe we'll put our more pastely pinks over here. Let's do this flower's eyes. I don't know what I'm saying. That's a nice colour. I like this shade of pink particularly. It's I'm not a big pinky person, but these sort of pinks that are sort of slightly reddish salmony type colours, I do like them. Now, I'm not going to finish these, by the way, these skulls. I'm just having a go at some areas just to show you the colours. And something I'm really interested in as well with these pens is how they work with white. Now, these are Posca pencils, which indicates to me that they might work together with a Posca pen. And we obviously, well, a lot of us will use our Posca pens for dotting little white dots on things to make them look pretty. But will that happen? Will that work? I do not know. Okay, we're on to our next pink, which is our number 51, which is the light pink. These numbers are confusing me, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to do these flowers in the light pink. I thought this was going to be a sort of skin tony pink, you know, but it's a little bit intense for that, to be honest. I had considered doing a picture with skin in it, and then I looked at the colour list on the back and I thought, well, I don't know if there are any, but we'll see as we go through. There is a light orange later, which could be, and there are a few dark browns and things depending on what sort of skin tones you tend to do. I do tend to do the white skin tones because that's what I know, but I have had some fun doing some darker ones. I think it's beautiful dark skin, but trying to any sort of brown black skin I love. 34, I think it's beautiful. This is lilac, but colouring it is quite a challenge. That's a nice colour, isn't it? I think this might be one of the colours I have. I've got a purple. Yeah, this must be the one I've got. So, yeah, I've got a purple, a grey, a peachy colour, which might be the light orange, I suppose, and a blue, I think. Can't remember now. So that's the whole of the first little section. This is our next section. I guess it's the first 12. So this is the number 35, which is our mauve. So let's have a look. Where are we going to put the mauve? We've got a lot of pinky purple going on, but we have got... I think I'm going to do these. Oh, wow. Look at that. My goodness. So vibrant. Intense. There's so much noise going on outside. I'm trying to work out what it is. My son has not long left, and I said to him, can you find out what it is and let me know? He raised his eyebrows at me. He took a letter to post for me as well. He's a good lad. He's off to uni for the sort of afternoon. But what's happening is up on the main road from here there is a potential sinkhole forming, and I suspect they're doing some sort of investigative work to try and figure out what's going on because it's causing complete chaos. This is 11, which is fuchsia, and yeah, they're part of the road is coned off. You know, you can't drive over it, so they've put in some... It looks almost reddish, this colour, to me. It doesn't really go with that one, but never mind. It's there now. We are going to try some blending, by the way, with these. Once we've tried out all the colours, I want to try all the colours first. We will have a go. Let's see what happens. Now, these skulls are all I've got. This is a diamond and a club, and we've got a heart and a spade below. There's sort of like... this is number 9, which is the navy blue. So it's sort of like the pack of cards type thing. I think I'm going to use the navy blue here. Hence the big club on there. But I was going to just do the clubs and spades in black and then the diamond and heart in red, which I might still do, but because our diamond looks like a shiny diamond and our heart's got a bit of fancy stuff, they're not just plain, so might have to be a little bit more inventive. I'm sure I can be. I think these are quite soft pencils. I think they will need a fair bit of sharpening, which is always a little bit scary when you've paid quite a lot of money for pencils. I mean, I am fortunate enough to have been gifted these, but that doesn't mean to say I don't appreciate the value of them and the fact that if I love them and I start using them up and I want to replace them, then I'll need to pay out. I don't know if they're available open stock. Although the ones I got were a little batch of 5, they weren't open stock. They were actually in a scroll box, which is a an art box and they just had the 5, I think it was 5 in there, so it wasn't they weren't open stock as such, so I'm not really sure if these are available open stock. I'm trying to think if I've seen them. They're not in my normal supplier of my drug supplier of my pencil, my addiction supplier. My coloured pencil shop, she doesn't have them as far as I'm aware. There we go. Sorry, I'm in a silly mood. I'm actually reading a very serious book written by number 10, a doctor who is also a stand-up comedian, so there's a few jokes through there and it's obviously rubbing off on me. For this Prussian blue, I think I'm going to do these dots. It makes it a little harder to see because it's a smaller area. But we can see there how intense it is, and it's not as black as navy blue. There we go. We've got dots around the mouth, but I don't think I'll do those with this. Well, we can use a different blue. This is the number 33, which is the blue, which is called blue. What I might actually do is do something on this side with this, maybe around the eyes. I've got this little bit here. I think I'm just going to go around here. Oh, I think this is one of the colours that I've got. It's quite an intense blue. I would say like a cerulean blue, maybe. That sort of tone. In the polychromos, maybe the phthalo blue, that sort of thing. It's quite a versatile blue because I think it could even be used for sky, although it's a little bit dark, but it's that's quite freaky. Sorry. Our next colour is the light blue, which is the number 8. Again, I've just decided that I'm going to sharpen them all before using them. I'm going to do these little bumps, I think. Yeah, it's a lot lighter, isn't it? You can obviously see that. I'm wondering whether we can lighten them a little bit with the white as well, because some of them seem quite intense. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, it is tricky. You can't, like, if you try and lighten a red with a white, you will get a pink. But we might be able to have a little play. I wonder how they react to a blending pencil as well, because then it means you can put a little bit lighter on and then just sort of burnish or blend it down to get rid of the white paper without having such an intense amount of colour. We'll play with them in a minute. This is 39. Excuse me. This is the blue-green. I'm going to go back over here. I was tempted to go around the nose, but might it look a bit like snot? We'll do them around the mouth instead. It's not really very greeny, so we could have got away with that. Oh dear, snotty skull. No one wants a snotty skull. Yeah, I'm sorry for you if you aren't keen on the old skulls, but I thought these weren't too scary. Number 31, I get very easily scared. This is emerald green, so I wouldn't have done one that was too scary. I'm going to do these emerald shapes around the eye, I think, with this emerald green. Oh, that's a nice colour. Now, I'm wondering whether these colours are the same as the pens. Now, I've got quite a few of the Posca pens, so I'm wondering whether they are the same colours. I might experiment with that when I do my swatch chart. I probably won't. I might do these as well. I probably won't play with it too much now. But I'm wondering whether the yellow... There is a sunshine yellow pen though, isn't there? Which isn't... There isn't a sunshine yellow pencil. So maybe they don't. I only got one in here, which is the white. The white will look like the white, I'm sure. Now this is quite a light blue. It is number 52, which is fresh green. Sorry, to blue. It's green. It's not blue, it's green. Look at that. Oh. Oh, that was the postman, the doorbell. Something very exciting. Any guesses? I'm not going to be revealing. Not in this video. So, light green. What do these little leaves? It's not light green, was it? It was fresh green. It's a rather nice colour though, isn't it? I don't think I'll do any more with that for now. Then we have 6, which is green. I'm going to do the green over on this one, the darker colour. Got these little leaves here. There we go. Next we have 76, which is green tea. I think this might be a nice olive. Let's have a look. It's a little bit dark for my taste with regards to olive, but I think it's still pretty and it has potential to blend in with some yellow. Our last one in this tray is the khaki green, I think. Number 7, yeah. I'm going to use it over here on this one. This will be quite dark. It's almost a greyish green, isn't it? Very dark. Yeah. I like the way the trays sort of slot into each other. It's very different. But I think I would expect that from Posca to be a little bit different. Number 18 is the dark olive. Okay. I'll go down here. So do you want to know what my parcel was? I will tell you. It was a gift from YouTube. They've been doing a little thing where they've been rewarding YouTubers with things. I got a lamp and a few other bits and bobs, free cinema tickets, and which I never used because I don't go to cinema. This one is 77. It is the pine green. And what else did they do? I think I used that over here. Maybe these swirly bits at the bottom. And they sent me some Lego. I don't know if it's Lego or if it's imitation Lego, because Lego is no longer under, its patent has run out, so anyone can copy it and do similar things. So I don't know. I will find out when I properly open it. And what I'm going to do is open it on video. It's not a colouring video, obviously. I'm going to be putting together some Lego. I'm just going to do it because, yeah. Number 54. My son just sent me a message, light orange, saying he'd forgotten to buy his train ticket. So he popped to Waitrose to do it because they've got Wi-Fi, and posted my letter. So that was very kind of him. But he couldn't work out what the source of the noise was. So yeah, this could make a skin tone-ish colour, couldn't it? I tend to like a bit of a mix of colours when I do my skin tones. But you know, this is a light ochre. Let's do these. There we go. And what's the next one is ochre. I do like my ochre colours, so I'm quite pleased that we've got quite a selection. I do these flowers, although this one's quite brownish. I would almost say that's coming to a beige or a bronzy tone. It's rather pretty though. I'm certainly not complaining. 29, ash brown. I don't know what to expect from a brown. Why are we going to put brown? Let's do the centre of these flowers with ash brown. And yeah, it's slightly reddy brown, but not too red. I find a lot of pencil sets have lots of reddish browns, which I'm not such a fan of. This one is 21, which is brown. I don't know where to go with my brown. Let's do these. Here. It's quite a similar tone. Again, not overly reddish. Very pleased. You can make red browns yourself by mixing red and brown, but it's quite hard to sometimes make colours like this. There we go. Now we have the dark brown. I might do these under the eye here. You can just see how dark it is. It's quite intense, isn't it, that one? Be nice for sort of doing shadows and things. Now we have a light grey. I think I'll go around this nose here, this little bit around here. Oh, the noise has stopped. This one is quite light. Oh, there's my son's train. Actually, it can't be. He said he's got the train. It's going to be going the wrong way. The next one is grey. I might put that around the edge of here. I'm going to do the club in black, but we can go around the edge in a lighter colour. I had considered leaving this line white actually, which I probably would have done if I wasn't trying out all my colours. It's fine. There we go. Now we've got the dark grey. Where am I going to put that? I know, I've got a place. Around the eyes here. That is quite charcoaly, isn't it? I've got some dots there I've done. Oh well, I've got a lot there I haven't done. I'll be finishing them off and trying to make something of them as they're all a bit random. It'll be fine. I just thought it was a good sort of page where I could just put down a lot of random colours, and it's obviously got its Halloween theme to it as well, so it just felt right really. Just go around and then we'll grab our black. Now I don't think I'm going to do the whole of that club with my black pencil on film because it's a black. You know what black looks like. What I think is more important for you guys is for me to do a little bit of blending and see how that's working out for us. I just sharpen this black. I just put a little bit down here. Intense, isn't it? Right, we want to blend, don't we? Now I'm not going to do it on this colouring page because I want to leave everything quite, what's the word? I don't know. So I'm going to do some blending in a different book. We'll just do it in here. Should we try? Something I've noticed is we don't have a dark purple, so we'll go and try and create one of those first. You know, like a violet. So I'm going to start with this blue, which is the navy blue, and put down a dark layer and then slowly reduce it down like that. So there's our navy. Do you want to come in a bit closer? It's my matchstick mouse notebook. It's lovely. And this is our Sister Lilac, or the Mauve 34 Lilac. And I'm going to start here and then reduce it down so we can see. Let's get them mixing together. There we go. I'm going to layer them up a little bit more, thinking probably best to put more of the lighter colour down first. And then I'll put a bit more of the navy on here. I'm wondering if the noise I can hear is actually at the canal rather than on the road, because my son said he couldn't see what was going on. So there we are. Let's try a more difficult blend. Oh, let's put them back in the right place. I often find yellows are quite difficult. Let's use a yellow and a red and see if we can get an orange. So this is our, what's that, 15? That's the red. There we go. And this is number, I can't read it. It's a good name, isn't it? 2? Yeah, 2, which is the yellow. A bit more yellow. At the moment they're not really, they're layering, not blending, which is okay, but it's not quite what I expected. But let's try. It's better. Can you see how that red pigment is moving? To press quite hard to get that to happen. I'm definitely indenting my paper, but we have got a blend, which is nice. I'm going to try using a this is a Prismacolor blending pencil. Just going to see what happens with this. Yep, that helped a lot. I think you may struggle to see that. This is the Caran d'Ache blending stick. Let's try it on this one. Sometimes Caran d'Ache blending stick doesn't work on all pencil brands. It's not really working on there. Got a bit of yellow on the end of it. Let's try Caran d'Ache. No, that's the same one. Derwent. I just need to try Derwent blender. I think it, oops, yeah, that's burnishing it a bit more. There we go. So yeah, they do blend nicely, and you can graduate the colour as I demonstrated here, so you can put it down intensely or lighten it like that, which is something that I like to do a lot. So you can do that, and then you can sort of grab a slightly lighter colour, for example, and just go over the tip to darken that bit a little bit like that. Let's just try a white. Where is the white? I'm going to try blending with my white. It does blend, look, it moves it around, you can see it moving. Obviously it makes it go pink. Lovely, really squodgy, smushy pencils, but it does take a little bit of effort to smush them, which I think is good, because it means they're less smudgy, because how smudgy are they going to be? No, look, I barely... none. That's really good, you know, because then you're not going to be smudging it with your hand when you are just using it. Let's see how they erase. I've got a very bit of a dirty eraser here. Let's put a lot. Oh, not too bad. Got a bit of smudging there, but I can possibly erase that a bit. Yeah, you're going to have to be a bit careful, or you're not going to want to erase it like that. So if you use my better eraser. I just wanted to erase a little spot here. That's quite hard with that eraser. But we're getting there. I'm shaking the whole desk. But look, we can get, it does erase. It'll stain the paper a bit, but then all pencils will. But yeah, I'm very impressed, that I have to say. Now, so I'm going to produce the swatch sheet, as I said, and I'm going to try and compare some of the the Posca pens, to get the words right, with the colours of the pencils and see whether they match or not, because I'm just nosy. I also want to know something else. Where's a very stainy, often with a pink colour, like this sort of pink, a white pen will bleed. Is it going to stay white? Is it going to go pink? Let's have a little look. I think it's going pink. Yeah, it's gone pink. So that is what I would expect with these sort of very oily pencils. They tend to bleed into white pen. It has done there. I will test that out with all the colours at some point. It's usually those pinks that it's the worst with. Sometimes a blue that might have a purpley tint in it. But there we go. I am going to finish there. I think I've talked on long enough about these. I will share a link to where you can grab these from, but I realise they're very expensive pencils. If I can find some open stock, I will share that link too, because I will want to have a look myself, because I can imagine that I might want to buy some open stock at some point. So I'm just putting them away as I speak, hence the loud crashing noise. But thank you very much for watching. I will share that page. I will complete the page and share it at some point. I'm not sure whether it will be today. Might be. We'll see. Depends how organised I am. But it will be there at some point. If I forget, just give me a nod. It'll be in my computer pages anyway, video, because I haven't got a page on the go at the moment, so I'll finish that while I'm editing. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Let's give you something scary to look at while I say goodbye. There you go. Ah! He's scary. He's not finished. Let's get some more ivory on him. But anyway, thank you for watching. Have a super day and happy colouring.